Peter Obi gave us a good analogy of how to remove subsidy. With that, I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is INEC TV. We are global and social commentators. If it's the first time you're coming across this channel, if it's the first time you're seeing this face, and if it's the first time that this channel pop into your page, we'll ask you to please like and comment. Follow us, and if you like what we are doing, subscribe to this channel. Remember again, this is INEC TV. We are global and social commentator. Here, we preach for good governance. We preach for a better Nigeria. We preach for a renewed hope. The renewed hope. Here, we preach equality for all. Here, we preach justice. And the vehicle that embodies all this quality is the Labour Party. True, Sir Peter Gregory Obi. And that is why we say here that we are Obi-centric. We are obedient. We are for the Labour Party. We are for a new Nigeria that we think will emerge in 3 months' time. Like we started this program. Remember last week, we had a very big problem with the subsidy. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on his swearing day, pronounced like a dictator, like a king, without consulting. He has not even formed his cabinet. And he said, subsidy is gone. And what happened? The marketers, those involved in the oil, the petroleum business, skyrocketed the price by holding it, knowing fully well that in the future, the prices are going to go up. So they started selling those who were available to sell 3 times the actual price. They took advantage of his speech. They took advantage of his proclamation. They took advantage of his innocent approach to governance. And they began to frustrate all Nigerians. Whether you are APC, PDP, Labour, Kwakwaso, Showore, whatever you are being subjected to this hardship. Remember, 120 million Nigerians are below poverty line. So, who feels this pain most are the middle class and the poor. So, if 120 are below poverty line, the middle class will expect them to be about 50 million. So, we are seeing 170 million Nigerians out of a 200 million population are suffering. And that's not a good sign. That's not a good start for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And his team came out and said, yes, Peter Obi was the one that said he will remove subsidy because subsidy was a scam. We agree, it's true. Peter Obi said so. But if you must follow what Peter Obi do, why not ask him how he was going to do it? Why, without you having the knowledge, jumped in and say subsidy is gone? Where the press went to Peter Obi and he was asked, what do you have to say about the way Tinubu removed the subsidy? And Peter Obi gave a good analogy. He said, there are 2 doctors. You have a toothache or a tooth pain. If you have had a tooth pain or the first doctor, then you will know how painful. Called you and asked you to open your mouth, took a plier and pull out your teeth. You can imagine the pain you will go through. And the second doctor called you, open your mouth, look at the teeth, how bad it is. Then he applied a local anesthesia, a local pain reliever, so that you will not feel the pain. And gently went removing the affected tooth. The first man that has removed it forcefully is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the second doctor is the way Peter Gregory Obi would have done it. So the question now is, who is the best doctor? Who is the best dentist? And who is the best politician? Remember, politics is all about governance. Politics is all about taking decision. Governance for who? Taking decision for who? For the generality of the people. The people's interest should be in the hearts of all councillors, all local government chairmen, all governors, all presidents, or head of states. That is how we know a good president. And that's the reason why a lot of people are following Peter Obi without Peter Obi even giving them a kobo. Why? Because they know fully well that at the end of the day, Peter Obi will protect their interests. Peter Obi will be transparent. Peter Obi will explain. Peter Obi will not be selfish. Peter Obi will not be corrupt. Look at what just happened. Do you know that Nigeria Air was a scam? About 136 billion. Nigeria Air was a scam. What did they do? They went to Ethiopia, borrowed their airline, one of the plane for a day, painted it Nigeria Air, came, brought it to Nigeria, took picture, and said that now the promise has been fulfilled, that Buhari said he will unveil the Nigeria Air before he left, not knowing that he was unveiling a false Nigeria airline. This is a airline structure that have no website, they have no staff, they have no office. The question is, what did he have done with about over 360 billion naira? What happened? Remember what he said. He said, if you trouble me too much, I will leave Dara and I will go to Niger Republic and the people will protect me. We asked them, what is he afraid of? Why is he asking the Niger to protect him? From who? We didn't know that Buhari, ex-president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has milked the country dry and has given the country to another maker. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in attempt to solve the fuel crisis, instead of calling the Labour Congress, not the Labour Party, sit with the NUJ and all the other worker associations and body, talk to them, ask them how do they think will be the best way to solve the situation. The Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to court and get a court injunction asking Grace, the Labour, they should dare not go to court. What kind of a government are we operating? He has just postponed the doomsday. He has just postponed the doomsday. Instead of trying to solve this problem as they come, he's trying to buy time. And he has cried out. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has cried out that he met nothing in the covers of government. That there is nothing left. This is what we have been shouting for the past 8 years. And this is why we were hoping that somebody with an upright mind, somebody that we can trust, comes in, and somebody that will have that spirit and the fear of God, that will not touch a dime of public money. Remember what Peter Obi said, that public money should be used for public good. When he was accused that he was selfish, he said, no, public money should be used for public good. Public money should not be used for personal issues. So, and that is why, the reason why we are all running after Peter Obi. You know why? Because Nigeria needs Peter Obi more than Peter Obi needs up. Thank God the case is going on well. This week, like what we tag, people's evidence we are called in. I tried so that this video will not be long, but we need to talk about this court case. Peter Obi calling men who came to court and gave evidence and show that yes, malpractices happened. APC rigged the election. Even PDP also brought evidence too. People talking, telling how they were rigged out by APC. It looked as if APC was the one doing all the ringing. There was something that caught our attention and the press when an evidence for PDP was being interrogated. The INEC lawyer told the PDP man, do you know that your party did not score 25% in Abuja? How do you want us to give the presidency to PDP, that's to Atiku, who did not score 25% in Abuja? And the gentleman for PDP replied, I am also aware that your party, APC, did not score 25% in Abuja too, but you gave the presidency to Tinubu. So if you can give the presidency to Tinubu for not scoring 25%, you can also give the presidency to Atiku, who did not score 25%. And everybody in the court burst out laughing. The only man that scored more than 25% in Abuja is Peter Obi. And a lot of people are saying he scored 61. Others are saying he scored 68. But he scored more than 25 and he is the only person. So isn't that a good reason to say Peter Obi won this election? And we also are aware that Peter Obi brought a lot of states forms, a lot to the court. But the court has only been able to go through 5 states. And out of these 5 states, Peter Obi got 7 million and he's leading. Peter Obi got 7 million and he's leading. You can see it there. Out of 5 states, Peter Obi got 7 million. And INEC is telling us that out of 36 states, Peter Obi got 6 million. How is that? And INEC now is shivering. INEC is shaking. They have cried out to the Peter Obi team because Peter Obi is contesting all the states. So INEC is crying out, even the state that we gave you. Peter Obi is saying that even the state that you gave me, you did not even say the correct amounts of votes. So he wants things done properly. For example, Lagos State. Peter Obi won Lagos State, but it was not the amount of votes that was credited to Labour. It was far much more than that. So Peter Obi has left no stone unturned. Peter Obi have left no stone unturned. He's doing everything to make sure that he left no stone unturned. And the judges, the lawyers, everybody now are convinced that Peter Obi won this election. But my fear is, will the power that be, will the fear of the government now in power, or interruption of the government now in power, will it affect the judges? Or if after the tribunal say yes, Peter Obi won this election, will Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his team go to the Supreme Court? And if they got to the Supreme Court, when time comes, can they really squeeze the hand of the Supreme Court because of the executive power that he has now? There is no doubt our laws, our constitutions are a little bit shaky. Shaking in the sense that it gives the government in power so much power to do the unthinkable. But we are hoping and praying that by the time the court, whether the tribunal or the Supreme Court, finally take their decision, the people will know that yes, Peter Obi has won the election. And whatever the executive tried to do, the people will resist. Remember, we said power belongs to the people. And apart from that, how can you stop 150 million Nigeria if they decided? I'm not asking anybody when that time comes to storm the Aso Rock. I'm just saying if they decided to storm, what would the outcome be? Remember, the reason why the British and the American are taking side is that they are afraid. Remember what the British former ambassador to Nigeria said, Katerina Lyne. She said, if Nigeria explodes, who can accommodate 200 million people? And that's why they are manipulating the whole thing, because they don't want Nigeria to explode. But what I would tell the Western world, what I would tell the European, what I will tell United Nations, and what I will tell AU, if you want peace, you must first seek for equal rights and justice. This is INEC TV. We are global and social commentator. We ask you to please subscribe to this channel, like and comment. Your comment is important to us too. Remember, life is like a two-way traffic. Sometimes you give and sometimes you take. And for our returning subscribers, we'll say thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, we love you, but God love you most. As it is the culture in this channel, we will catch you when we make another video. Until then, we'll say chooks, ciao, adios, au revoir, hasta la vista. Thank you. Bye-bye.